Breaking news, head coach for the Jets, Robert Saleh, you have heard it by now, fired. A 20-36 overall record, third worst over that tenure. He was only 5 games into his 4th season as head coach. Remember, Woody Johnson, owner of the Jets, has never fired a coach in the middle of the season. What the Jets did this season, well, there were some ups and some downs. It's a young season, but remember, Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be the savior of the season, but Rodgers threw 3 interceptions in their loss overseas. It was to some degree, if you would call it a primetime game, no competition during that hour, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, played in London, and they lost to the Minnesota Vikings. Putting context to that situation, Minnesota Vikings are starting Sam Darnold. They got Kevin O'Connell as a head coach. They got Brian Flores as a defensive coordinator. And that Vikings team, which I would suggest is a less talented team, is 5-0. This Jets team is 2-3. So, James, let me start with you. You know Aaron Rodgers. You played with Aaron Rodgers. This is now spinning it forward. Is the Saleh firing a bad look for Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, that's a good question.
You'll be honest and speak from the heart, please.
Always do.
James, look at me.
Good question.
Speak from the heart, my brother.
That's a good question. I'm thinking. Is it a bad look for Aaron Rodgers? No, because Aaron Rodgers has been in the Jets building for 4 or 5 games with Robert Saleh. I think this firing is from years of Robert Saleh being there. That's what I think of. The culture and the way it's been over there, it was like that before Aaron Rodgers. They were losing before Aaron Rodgers. Yes, we thought Aaron Rodgers would come over here and make them a winning team. Has Aaron Rodgers been playing lights out this year? Absolutely not. He has not been playing good football. But I cannot say this is a bad look for Aaron Rodgers because he's coming off of an Achilles injury, 40 years old, doing what he can, but it's the same things culture-wise over there in that building. So I'm not ready to say and put this on Aaron Rodgers. It's not a bad look on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' job is to play on the football field. The only bad look for Aaron Rodgers right now is the offense is not playing well. Obviously, this decision did not come from Aaron Rodgers, in my humble opinion. It came from up top and the things that they have been experiencing for years. I think that is why they made this decision. So this is not a bad look on Aaron. We want to put it on Aaron, but he's not the first coach to get fired in the middle of the season. Am I correct? There's been plenty of coaches to get fired in the middle of the season. So I'm not ready to say, Aaron, this is an up-top decision, and I believe it has to do a lot with culture and since he's been there these 4 years.
What was the question again?
Is this a bad look for Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, it is. I think it is. And I don't think it's just this year. I don't think Aaron Rodgers has played well this year. We can both agree on that. He's played okay. But this goes back way further for me. I would almost call Aaron Rodgers a coach killer.
Now you cooking. Now I like what you're putting that seasoning for that meal you're doing. I like that.
Go ahead, talk to us.
Mike McCarthy got fired mid-season in 2018 in December. Rodgers started all 16 games. They bring in Matt LaFleur. That offense was a struggle. You saw that relationship not do good. They changed the entire offense for Aaron Rodgers, and they were not good the last 2 years he was there. And what was their offense last year without Aaron Rodgers? Because Matt LaFleur was able to get in there and cook and do the offense that he wanted. It was excellent. They made it to the divisional round, right? The Packers. And then you get Robert Saleh for 6 games, and then you get him fired? He's a coach killer, bro. Like, let's just call it what it is. Like, he has an ego about himself that it's probably for being one of the GOATs. But I'm just saying, like, you can't dispute facts. You can't dispute facts. Like Mike McCarthy, you got him fired. Like you talk all great about.
I was in the building.
How was that?
I could talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy's message was over. It was stale. It was done. But the crazy thing about it is, why do we put this on Aaron Rodgers? Why don't we just say Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing well in LaFleur's offense? Or Aaron Rodgers wasn't playing well the last year with Mike? Because what I did see Aaron Rodgers do when he was balling, getting them MVPs, was getting a bunch of head coaching jobs. That's what I seen too. So now when he's playing bad and and coaches are getting fired, now it's all on Aaron Rodgers. No, it is not. I understand that, but we cannot say.
We praise Aaron. I think it's ego and attitude.
Now we blame Aaron. But what I'm saying is we can't say he's getting him fired because of his personality and stuff. Now, if you saying he's playing bad, he got him fired, sure, he's been playing bad. But y'all saying he going up top or he's no, it ain't.
Always says about coaches, yo, when you create this monster, right, and the monster's going great for you, winning games, MVPs. But when your attitude is like that, it's okay. Hey, you missed practice, cool. Yo, win an MVP for us. Yo, win a Super Bowl, it's cool. But when you not balling like that, oh, it's an issue. Am I tripping?
Not at all.
It's an issue. So now you not playing that well. Now, why you not missing this practice? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Yes, Aaron Rodgers is the guy to blame.
Did Chip Kelly get fired?
I don't.
Did Andy Reid get fired?
Oh, whoa.
Is it LaShawn McCoy's fault that Andy Reid got fired?
Hold on.
Because LaShawn McCoy was in Philly. LaShawn McCoy may have been saying certain stuff. I'm just saying.
Let you talk.
You can't just put it on the players,
let you talk, dog. It's my turn to talk.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I want to know.
My turn to talk.
I agree with Chase. It is his fault, right? I look at the Jets. The message so all right, the question was, let me just answer the question first. The question was,
is it the
do
blame?
we blame Aaron Rodgers? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna put myself in Aaron Rodgers' shoes, right? Right, so I'm gonna get the arrogance ready. I'm gonna get all the, okay. All right, bet. They go get me, right? They come to Green Bay to get me. They promise me all these different things, all these players I need to be successful. Got a really great defense, really good coach. Yeah. I come over there. I'm supposed to deliver these guys to the playoffs and et cetera. I get hurt the first year, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel bad about that. I'm hurt. I ain't really get to deliver like I said I was gonna do. The next year, I'm ready to go. I'm preparing. I'm ready to roll. Achilles is ready.
Yeah.
I get here. The defense is balling. They playing really, really well, like they've been before I got here. Now when I'm here, they're still playing well. Mm-hmm. And I'm not holding up the end of my stick. They're my bargain. Yeah. And I'm not playing well. And now we're losing. Mm-hmm. And now I don't throw 3 picks, but now I am.
Yeah.
I don't lose games to a team that only scored 10 points, but now I am. Yeah. So when you're talking about who I blame, out of everybody watching the Jets, the biggest, weakest link I see with all the hype, with all the guarantees, Aaron Rodgers. So when you talk about why the Jets are losing, 2 things. One is, I think the franchise, they're a bad franchise. They run their system terrible. Yeah. The second thing is Aaron Rodgers, he's not playing well.
So I agree with you. If you
gotta agree with me, dog.
No, I agree with you. If you're telling me, because Chase wasn't telling me that, if you're telling me they fired him because Aaron Rodgers is playing bad and they're not winning, boom. But don't sit here and tell me Aaron Rodgers is going up top or Aaron Rodgers that's basically what he's getting at. And I don't agree with that because I've seen Aaron Rodgers.
He didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
Nah.
Hold up, bro. I didn't say that.
Bro, you said that in so many words, Chase.
Eventually, you have.
You said that in so many words. I'm gonna let you talk, but you did.
Bro.
Here's my thought. I'll say it like this because to me, Rodgers was brought in to be a savior, and he inevitably ended up being a terminator. Like, a quarterback is supposed to save a head coach's job. Lamar Jackson, he saved Harbaugh's job. Remember, Harbaugh was 4-4 starting that season. Everybody was saying he was on the way out. Lamar Jackson comes in, finishes 6-1, goes to the playoffs. The Ravens have had the second best record over that tenure, trailing only Patrick Mahomes. You could suggest what Tom Brady did for Bruce Arians as Bruce Arians was turning 67 years of age. He tried and failed in Arizona. I believe was 7-9 with the Tampa Bay Bucks his first year. Tom Brady came in and helped solidify who Bruce Arians was. Not only Tom Brady, not only Lamar Jackson, you see throughout the course of time, quarterbacks can come in and save you. They're supposed to be the savior, not the terminator. And what we saw with Aaron Rodgers and Robert Saleh, he was a terminator. Robert Saleh was hanging on for a life raft. And instead of Aaron Rodgers holding up Robert Saleh's hand to put him into the boat, he looked at Robert Saleh's hand, pushed him down like Scar did Mufasa and said, hey, long live, I can't call you the king, but that thing. When we return, we got a statement that the Jets.
You just called him a coach.
So you agree? You just called him a coach killer. You agree with us? Hey, you agree with Chase?
He ain't a savior. I just said coach killer.
He ain't Moses.
That's what he said.
Social media, I'm sure. If not, you're hearing it here. Robert Saleh, head coach for the Jets, officially fired. After a 20-36 record, Woody Johnson, the owner of the Jets, never fired a head coach during the course of a season. He made the decision to do so right here, right now. Sitting at this desk, we've all been a part of coaching fires. LaShawn McCoy saw Andy Reid get fired. I was with the Eagles, saw Chip Kelly get fired. Chase Daniel saw Matt Patricia get fired. James Jones saw Dennis Allen get fired. Again, 39 years of NFL experience, all players who have lived it, not just talking out of things that we have heard, imagined, or read. We've all lived it, so we're giving you the real. Shady, I think the Jets made the right decision. And not I think, I know they made the right decision. And the reason I'm saying I know they made the right decision is I do not believe that Robert Saleh is a Super Bowl winning head coach. So you might suggest that Aaron Rodgers isn't a Super Bowl quarterback, fine. You might suggest the Jets don't have a Super Bowl run defense, fine. You might suggest the Jets don't have Super Bowl skill positions, fine. They might not have a Super Bowl offensive line, fine. But what I know for certain is they do not have a Super Bowl winning head coach. So if you don't have a Super Bowl winning head coach, then you have to make this decision. Aaron Rodgers will be 41 years of age in December. You cannot waste any more time. Say what you will about how Aaron Rodgers is playing right now. We know that Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Famer that has Hall of Fame talent. We do not know if Robert Saleh has Hall of Fame head coaching potential. And in our 3.5-year sample size, we know that he does not. So if I want to win a Super Bowl and I'm a part of the New York Jets franchise and I don't have a Super Bowl winning head coach, I have to do something. I think they made the right decision.
I think you're totally wrong, right? When I look at a head coach, what makes you special, right? He's gonna say, hey, look, I'm a defensive guy, right? My defense gonna be locked in this and the third, et cetera, right? And we're gonna go out there and get a good quarterback and some weapons to